welcome today. Today host has become the speaker, and we've already conducted 6 webinars, so you guys know me. My name is Dr. Chandralata, and I've been working extensively last 20 years in the field of developmental disorders, and I've been handling speech therapy department. I'm basically a speech language pathologist. I've been working in this field last 20 years. My work profile has been various institutes like Drishti, Sneh Rehabilitation Center. Then I opened my own clinic. It's almost 10 to 11 years. I've been serving Akhar. And, we've been doing a lot of work with children. There are a lot of children attending therapy with us, and hence the whole webinar thing. So we have heard from Poonam, and Poonam has given us an extensive, one second. I can't see myself, 1 minute. Huh? Yeah. So Poonam has already given us an extensive idea about sleep and the way sleep issues can be tackled. And most of the parents are very they look forward to they need this a lot among all the various descriptions and difficulties that we saw. What I saw the parents were facing, one of them was sleep and routines. Like every morning when they have to come in for therapy, children are cranky, children are little upset, there is anxiousness, there is no structure to their routine. They do not understand that a proper routine, a proper structure. They still don't follow certain the way we would want them to, but still a certain structure is definitely required in a child's life. We cannot, even for a developing child, any normal developing child, any neurodivergent child also, they all require a certain amount of structure in their life, a certain amount of routine. Say generally when I ask my other parents or something, so हम आज इधर पार्टी करने चले गए थे, वो आज हम वहाँ पे बाहर चले गए थे, इसके लिए सैटरडे मॉर्निंग ऐसा रहा, या सैटरडे को पापा घर पे थे इसलिए बच्चे ने परफॉर्म नहीं किया थेरेपी में, या डैडी उसे छोड़ने आए थे. So any change in the routine, any change in the pattern or workup in the child does affect my therapy, does affect my work. So then I have to say, okay, this was the change or that was the change. Avoid these changes or let go of these changes. So when I look into the routine, a good sleep gives rise to good routine, and hence sleep. We talked about having a sleep and a routine kind of a webinar. Next slide, Poonam. Poonam, next slide. So what is a routine? We all know what is a routine. We talk about a routine. Routine is basically a structure, basically a day, a pattern of the child. What would be a generalized pattern of the child? What is the timing the child wakes up? What time the child goes off to school? What kind of a food does he have? So it tells us about the time. It tells us about the different things that the child does at that particular time. It tells about the number of hours the child requires a time to sleep, the number of number of hours the child takes to finish his homework. So it talks about the structure the child goes through every day, which follows up to be the routine of the child. Now, if parents believe in the power of routine, the children will also believe in the power of routine. See, today we are not just talking about routine, you understand routine, you know what is made up of routine, but does your child understand what is the child learning out of it? If you make changes in the child's routine, if you make today you went here, tomorrow you went there, or tomorrow you missed school for some or the other, it's taking time for children to also adjust to these online classes. Why? Because it is new for them, and that's why they are not taking it so easily. Something which they were not supposed to do, they are doing it right now. So it is for them to for even you should understand the power of routine, and for children to also, so that children understand the power of routine. Now it is also a constant long-term commitment to a particular routine. We have very busy schedules. We have a lot of work to juggle around, and to have a certain commitment towards our routine is very, very important. This commitment is it should be dedicated for our children. It should be dedicated, and hence children shall be dedicated. See, you don't follow a routine, the child will not follow a routine. So you should be committed towards the schedule, the structure that you make, and hence the child also follows. Now, when a mother decides on a schedule, or a family, two family members as parents decide a schedule, there is a certain commitment attached. There should be a certain consistency, and all families should unitedly stand front towards the schedule. And then the child will understand, okay, I need to behave in this form, I need to behave in that form. If the mother itself advocates, oh, now he needs to sleep, I have to start at 9 o'clock, or I have to start my work at 8:30. Then the father says, no, 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 it's okay. Let him sleep for half an hour more. What, that tomorrow there is no school and this and that, and you change the routine. The child doesn't see it this way. Today you made a change in the routine, tomorrow the child will make a change in the routine. So please try and understand, these are not just short term things that you are planning. Your children have to move ahead in life. Your children have to study a lot in life. They are quite neurodivergent. See, ADHD, ASD, we're not talking about, they have very better IQ, they have a very good IQ. They have a lot of capacity to work in a normal school. They have excellent capacity to work very well in the given circumstances in the school. Once you maintain a proper routine, they understand the routine of the school well, they understand the routine of the environment well. So commitment, consistency, all family working together helps us to have a long-term commitment in our routine. Second slide, Poonam. Okay, so basically for a mother, it is like, it's a time from early morning. It's a constant clicking time. Now she has to finish the morning. She has to get ready for the school. She has to prepare the kid. She has to prepare the kid for the therapy. She has to prepare the kid for any class. It's a constant routine. The mother is following up and taking it towards it. Then there is the afternoon thing. So basically a routine would be a morning, afternoon, evening, a complete package what the mother goes through with the child for the whole day with the child. Next slide, Poonam. So let me come back to the benefits of what your child would be having once you put him on the schedule. So two major positive beliefs that we see, two major things that we see, there should be a change of behavior in the child. So definitely once the child is put in a structure. Now when I say the put a child on a structure, so you may think that for a very young child it is so difficult for the parent, it is extremely challenging, it is extremely frustrating for us to put them in a certain kind of a structure because of their inattention, because of their hyperactivity. There are so many challenges a parent faces. So once you put them on a routine, what is the first change that you see is the behavior of the child. The child understands what is my next task, then what is my next task. The anxiousness which is being felt during a routine process reduces down. For very young children, I have asked, especially my parents, I asked, make strips of visual schedule. Okay, brushing, put one picture, put bathing one picture, and put it in appropriate places. Like you can put one in the bathroom, you can put one on, you can have the fruits, or like even I have said that, whatever fruits and vegetables you have in the fridge, you can put there this, because it's very easy. It's very easy for a neurodivergent child. When they see something, they will speak about it. If they want something, they will see it and they will speak about it. So it improves our behavior, improves efficiency and daily function. Both these changes are very, very important, and they bring these two important changes. A child needs routine. See, our children need a structured routine, and this kind of a proper structured routine gives them a very safe and a secure environment. There are times when children don't perform in therapy. Why do you think they don't perform in therapy? They're anxious. They're anxious that, okay, daddy has come to drop me today. Or they're anxious that grandparents have come in today at home. And हम लोग को grandparents आए हैं या grandparents है घर पे, तो मुझे कुछ काम नहीं करना है, मुझे कुछ भी यहाँ पे नहीं करना है, therapy में कुछ नहीं करना है, मुझे घर जाना है. So there has been a change in the routine. Definitely we cannot stop anyone from coming and doing that, but If possible, try as much as limited changes so that, yeah, and assure them, okay, if they have come in, we will come out, we'll go, and give them something like a reinforcement. If you finish it off, oh, if you finish it off, daddy is going to take you for a round, or daddy will take you there. So many of these children, बहुत सारे बच्चों को समझता है, बहुत सारे बच्चों को पता चलता है कि क्या चालू है, क्या हो रहा है, and that's why they understand कि okay, this is going to happen, that will be happening. Again, we must understand कि as a family, you say your child, this is how we do things, this is how we do it, this is your pattern beta, this way we'll be tracking you, we'll be doing things. So we finish this, then we finish this, and then we finish this. If a small schedule for sleep or for daily routine is kept for a child, the child understands his timetable very well. See, you also work on a timetable. We as parents work on a timetable. So our children also will work better if they are given a timetable. It helps them identify daily routine, mundane activities, and helps them focus one thing at a time. For them to focus one thing at a time becomes very, very helpful with a structure routine. Oh, I need to brush my teeth. Oh, abhi mujhe naha lena hai. Okay. Sometimes certain routines may take more time. They might, like किसी बच्चे को नहाने को ज्यादा टाइम लग सकता है, किसी बच्चे को खाना खाने को बहुत टाइम लगता है. They take a lot of time while eating. So what do we do? What do we do about this time? So for that particular time, you can take a longer duration. The child has to go for therapy at a particular time. So what are the things that I need to do before I start my kid on that on the particular schedule? So then you maintain your timing in such a way that this can be incorporated. Less drama. What I meant with less drama is generally if you see ये क्या बनाया है, ये क्या है, I don't want to eat this, or they make faces while eating, I don't like this food, and like now only we are given a diet lecture. Oh, what is mommy giving me now? This new, I don't like it. They might say to you, or they might make faces at you sometimes, and then there is huge hue and cry. No, I don't want this. They'll keep crying. Sometimes if children don't want to say something or can't say something, they will keep crying for something, or till the time you go give them a cookie or something. So if there is something like a proper timetable, okay, fine, this is there for food. So upma is there today. I have asked couple of my parents to make breakfast stuff also, so that you put an upma, you put poha, okay, you put a day before and keep it. So tomorrow we are going to eat upma. Tomorrow we are going to eat poha, and if you eat that, you get a positive chip. So if you put some pictures like this, it makes them understand. It helps them to follow their timetable. A relaxed home, a proper routine, a relaxed home builds up strong family relationships in the house. It gives a proper identity to every person in the house. Like it is your job to put the plates, put the glass, set the table. So the child understands, oh, mom cooks the food. I am supposed to set up the table, and it goes a long way. See, a small child can just get glasses, another child can just get plates, and then you can just pass on. Okay, I need to put this. Oh, this plate is daddy's, this plate is mama. So such small things also can look good in a larger picture. The child learns to become independent. The child learns to become a part of the family, work for the family, and has develops an identity in the family. Next slide, Poonam. So in short, we say we are a family who eats together, we are a family who reads together, and we are a family who schedules regular times for school, work, and the responsibility. So a family who is follows a proper schedule, follows a proper routine, are also able to make different changes in the timetable, share responsibilities, give responsibilities, delegate work very well in the family. So it's not just one person. See, when it comes to just one person, managing the whole thing or managing the whole stuff, it becomes very difficult. But if it is an equal responsibility given to certain things, it makes a lot of difference. So you look into this, I look into this, and together we look into building the schedule for the child. Ultimately, we are doing this for the child. Ultimately, we are doing it for the child to understand. So if we jointly work together, we are able to make changes and give responsibility of these changes very well in the family. Now, what are the different factors that help us to build a proper structure? It's actually structure. So what are the different factors that help us building up a structure? First is the age of the child. As we very well know that we cannot have, we cannot have, like say, we cannot have written materials written scripts material for a very young child. We need to have pictures. A child who does not even talk or does not even speak anything, it's very difficult for the child to have a child to, if you put written materials, they will not understand. So for very young children, like 4 years or 5 years, probably 4 and 5 years old, you put pictures. Pictures will really help them. Put a strip. It's very easy, not that difficult. Get it laminated. Put a Velcro tapes and just get pictures on the proper structure. Maturity of the child. Now, some of the children here are also very good readers. So along with the picture, if you put a reading material, brushing, I am brushing, something like a reading material. Every time the child finishes brushing, I finished brushing, or I am brushing. Such kind of sentences also produces a lot of positive reinforcement. So you tackle the structure in a very maturely fashion. इसको बहुत maturely हम लोग handle कर रहे हैं. Sometimes you are working on positive and negative behavior. If a certain child, he just keeps playing in the water, will not come out, मतलब पानी में से बाहर नहीं आना है, पानी में ही खेलते रहना है, बाहर नहीं निकलना है, बाहर निकाल दिया तो रोने लगना है. कुछ बच्चों को अपने स्कूल ड्रेस ही पहन के रहना है. जब भी वो लोग घर मतलब स्कूल से आते हैं, I've seen they come in their school dress. It's so damn dirty. I had to ask a parent, पूछना पड़ा मुझे, ये रोज अपना स्कूल ड्रेस में आता है, इतना गंदा होता है, क्यों इसको पहना के आप लाते हैं? So she said, ma'am, he's always late, and because of the reason is that he doesn't want to remove his school dress. And then I have to, when he comes to the center, I have to make sure that, we spill something on the dress and we say, now it's gone dirty, it's wet, please remove the shirt. And then we used to remove it because it's gone dirty, it's got wet, so I have to remove it. So that kind of a behavior, how do you tackle a specific behavior? How do you help a parent to tackle a specific behavior? We can work on that with the therapist. Family personality and needs, like if the parent is coming late, or there can be certain families with different kind of personalities, this you have to tackle, or I would not look into this. So different parents, different dynamics, and depending on these, we may have to look into the routine and the structure of the child. Next slide, Poonam. Next slide, Poonam. Poonam?
It's there, Chandlata.
Next slide. Okay, yeah. So now only Myra's mama just asked me about the morning thing. Especially mornings, parents have a huge difficulty in or say that what would be the strategies that parents can adopt while starting up with the morning routine. So having lights, sometimes some children are very sensitive towards light. So if you blow up the light immediately, they might start crying. So the day itself starts with हमको रोना ही आ जाता है, इतना जोर से हमको क्यों उठा दिया, या फिर sometimes you put on the loud music, that becomes very difficult for them, or they like a certain kind of a music and they would want to awaken. So depending on the light, the kind of light your child requires, depending on the music your child requires, and try to spend some time with your child, at least minimum 5 minutes. 5 minutes to apne bacche ke sath. Give that first 5 to 10 minutes, kind of brush their hair or look into their, sit with them. It's not like uthaya, brush karaya and see that. Give that 5 minutes. I'm just saying, give that 5 minutes extra to your child while you awaken them, while you get them to do that task. Give them that 5 minutes. Every child, every small 3-year-old, 3.5-year-old, it is their sensory need. I have seen this with my child. I've seen this with my nieces and nephew. I've seen them ideally with children, that 5-10 minutes that you give them and then say, oh, it's time to go to school. Oh, it's time to go to meet. Oh, it's time to go to meet Prachi ma'am. They understand this and they follow that. So light, music, these should be one of the major things. Again, I feel that music is one of the major components when it comes to one second. Music is supposed to be, Poonam, I'm making you the host, huh? So that you can see this. Okay, Poonam, you are the host now. So
Okay.
anyone wants to enter or this thing comes up now, just mute them.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So, so again, as I said, keep giving them five minutes, looking into the lights, looking into the music. Sometimes you have a wake up music also. Like I have a wake up music in my house. Like say any kind of a bhajan or any kind of a this that I like to relate or I like to, before I start my work, I like to listen to. And my daughter has the same kind of a this to listen to them. So sometimes even being so big, she comes to me and she wants to do. I don't have the time for that. But however, that is her intention. That is what she wants. So I'm sure very young children like 3 or 4, you give them that 5 minutes that you need instead of just picking them up and taking to the bathroom and working with them. Uh, Many a times it is so happened that children who are of higher age, if you even if you wake them up, they are still, first thing that they want to see is their phone. They want to see that, check their messages. And even if you come after 15 minutes, they're still on a game or they're on a WhatsApp as to get the latest news for the day. So they need that. So make sure according what the time, the warm-up time that the child requires, please wake them up 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on the need of the child, and then kind of going into putting them. And then if you take them, there is no issue, you can definitely take them and work with them. But for sure, if you give them the time, it really helps them to work better. See, these are neurodivergent children. They need this extra time. Because they get easily sidetracked. Something if does not happen to their mind, they might start crying. Something which it does not work for them, they just throw a temper tantrum. So and they might run around. So even if they want something, there's something someone is having, and I want that. I don't want to eat what dalia you've given me. So again, there will be a temper tantrum. So keep some extra time in hand so that you don't get sidetracked from your routine. A couple of things that could help you in the morning time could be a good alarm system for yourself. Again, a gentle wake up touch, depending. Some children may require a proper brush up or something like in a jog or something like, waking them up suddenly or something like that. Some children may require a hug. Some children may require a tender touch uh, to wake up. Again, the light in the room. So sometimes if you open the curtains, you let the lights come in, and you maintain the light system. Oh, they understand it's time to wake up. It is time to sleep. Some children are on medication, so make sure you give them a medication. You give them medication. Once you give them medication, give them some time to sit around, like say 15 minutes to just sit and settle in with the medication. Once you give them the medication and this medicine settles in 15 minutes or 20 minutes, they will have a calm morning and they will work better during the day with their structure. Next slide, Poonam. So again, it's like getting ready. It's like say pace your morning schedule should be, or your structure should be according to your child's needs. It cannot be something you want at particular time or you want it at some time. You must understand how much time your child takes to do a particular routine. If your child takes this much time, 7 minutes to brushing, 5-10 minutes to bath. So make sure you go according to this time. Or I'm still feeding, I'm feeding, I'm putting on a cloth, I'm putting dress, he's still eating, I'm still giving. So avoid to do that. At least as Poonam ma'am also suggested, before you start your day and you wake up time, there has to be a 1 hour kind of a thing. The time your child sleeps and the time you try to put the child, there has to be a certain gap for the workup. So even if it's morning, you need at least 45 minutes to 1 hour, depending on the child, how small the child is, how compliant the child is, how much time do you take for your child to get into work. So have 1 hour, probably start your day by, if your day is going to start by 10, 10:30, wake up the child by 9. And if the child is supposed to reach school at 10, start the day at 8:45, 8:30. And then again, you should make sure that the child sleeps by 9, because you have to make sure that the child gets 10 hours of sleep. So depending on this, your structure should be on the pace of your child's routine. He should get ample time to have his breakfast. Now, it so happens so many times, children wouldn't want, they should have something. You don't want to spoil their morning. So you give them something that they like in their breakfast. Don't start their day with something they don't like or don't want to eat. Try to have something good in the breakfast. If they don't want to eat, if you feel there's going to be certain clash, they're going to get upset with the whole family members being around. Try to have a separate room. Try to get into separate room and feed the child there. Or avoid being with those people who with whom he has a clash or she has a clash, and then feed the child. If the child likes to hear TV or mobile or anything, I would suggest you to play music. See, rather than showing up mobile phone every time the child wants to have food, it's better to show the child, it is better to listen to music, because that develops their auditory sense. Their visual sense, any which ways, is good. All children like mobile, don't worry. They all like to hear nursery rhymes. They all want to see those nursery rhymes. Any free time they have, they are listening to that. Avoid doing that. Have speakers in the house, and so that the child starts listening to this music and the child starts working with this. As I suggested, dodge any morning clashes the child has. And always, if the child has done good in the morning, put a star. Don't forget, maybe in the auto you can give a star. Maybe I say, oh, you did very well today. Oh, wow, you did very nice today. Let me give you a red star. Keep a purse, keep a pen or something in your handy. I would suggest for teachers, if they've done well in the class, every teacher every teacher can be given a praise, or every time they leave the class, they give that. Every time they do that, they give a proper a stamp or something to them that you worked very well. Try to keep the weekends and the vacation structure the same, so that weekends, since everybody wakes up late, since in vacation everybody is on leave, so then that's why you can have a similar kind of a routine. And every morning, as I have written it to you, please reward your children. Please keep complimenting them. You did very well today. Wow, I'm very happy with your work. Praises, positive responses work much better than temper tantrums or being hurt or being upset. Oh, I did not finish this. Oh, she did not finish her breakfast. That work much better. Oh, wow, you finished this much. So nice. So good. So rewards work much better than negative responses. Next, Poonam. This is a sample routine thing which I have taken. So almost the child is supposed to, what I want to point out, the most important thing in this, the child had to move out of the house at 8 o'clock. Mother wakes up the child at 7. So please believe me, you actually need 1 hour to 45 minutes, however small your child is. So if you have much better of a smaller child, even if children have to go to school at 8:30 or 9, please wake them up by 7:30, so that even if you have 1 hour, give 15 minutes of any kind of an OT exercise, any kind of a thing before they go to class. Many a times a therapist has informed the parent, if this is for 5 or 6 year old, when they have to go to the school, they're so much energetic, teacher is calling their name, they don't want to sit down on their bench, they're constantly on the run, they have this huge energy in the morning. They have had a nice breakfast. Mommy has given me a positive response. Now I don't want to listen to anybody. But if you want them to do some good work, the autist always says, have half an hour to 15 minutes of therapy. Do some amount of jumping, do some amount of relaxation exercises while traveling, and so that can be done. You can ask your therapist before sending them to school, what are the different relaxation exercises that I can do at home before my child starts going to school. So now there is online class. Okay. So the same routine applies. So before my child sits, it's not like 8:30, most of the classes start by 11. So that's also not an issue. The child wakes up, it's don't wake up your children at 10:30 and put them to online class at 11. Please don't do that. Try to wake them up by 10, give them a proper breakfast, They give them a bath so that they're awake for such things. And then have some amount of exercises, as Rima ma'am suggested also, certain brain breaks. Get that certain brain breaks also on time, and then make them sit for the class. They're ready for these class. They're ready to take stimulation. That's why many a times ma'am also said that we need to do OT therapy and then do speech therapy. Next slide, Poonam. I will take another half an hour. Somebody asked me how long are you going to take. I might take another 15-20 minutes. Huh? Okay. Okay. So what are the different advice? These are some of the advices which have come from parents to me. Huh? And some of the advices that I have read from the parents. One is visual schedule. So for very young children and for quite like say 5-6 year old, I've said keep us in that case have pictures, have written materials, and depending on the reading capacity, some of the 4-year-olds, 4.5-year-olds also have. I have seen that happening to some of my children. They develop good reading. They develop good reading. Oh, it's my name written. Mommy has written my name. They understand it. They may not be able to say it, but they understand. I am brushing teeth. I am. This is my photo. Oh wow, this looks appealing to them. So as Darshan also suggested, beautify the plate. So you're beautifying something for the child. Poker chips. Now for a little mature children, we must understand if you're on time, I give you a green chip, you can barter this green chip with something else. So if you have this green chip, I give you, you have it, you can take something else from me. If you are late, I take away something from you. So if you have like a 1 hour screen time, I take 15 minutes of your green time. So bartering with poker chips, that also works very well with a certain, like say post 6, 7, 8 years children. It works like say fourth standard children, third standard, fourth standard, fifth standard children, therapists, everybody can work on the poker chips, you know. Having some time in the morning is better an extra 15. See, I believe that, you know, instead of having 15 minutes of sleep extra morning, waking up 15 minutes better is very good for our children. So if I want to wake up my child at 6:30, I need to first wake up at 5:45, or I need to first wake up at least 6:15 before I wake him up at 6:30. I can't expect कि हाँ I will finish my I will also wake up at 6:30. I will wake him up also at 6:30. That doesn't work. So at least for any children, at least half an hour, 45 minutes before, you have to wake up and make sure that the day goes well. Morning schedule. Some for some children, I have also asked, you know, he put the schedules or put the night schedule near the bedside, put the morning schedule near the basin. So everything is put. Sometimes I have asked parents to put pictures of the things in the bathroom in the this, you know. So every time you give them a night time, probably in the morning you don't have time, but if when you're giving them a night bath, that time they can start naming. Okay, this is bucket, this is soap, this is my shampoo. So you put pictures for them with nice proper laminated pictures, and they can start naming and written material also. Children love that. Children like that. That is something special to them. If we make them, recently I was telling a parent that the child is anxious, the child is, the child doesn't feel safe, the child is not okay. And I was thinking, the parents are such sweet people, the parents are such beautiful people, I would say. And they're so soft spoken. I wondered to when I had to tell them that he's feeling anxious, he's feeling insecure about something, and that's why this problem has come up. I really felt, I was wondering if I'm talking to them, they aren't the people who would make insecure themselves also. How would they make a child? But it happens. Something goes on with the child. So if you help them to work, if you help them to perform, it really works very well for them. So make proper schedules at proper places. Okay. As suggested, be always stay ahead of 5-10 minutes. Like suddenly something drops down, something happens, something falls down, and something you have to clear up, or the child is crying. Again, you are late. The child has done 40. I have to clean. You have other children to look into. So make sure that 15 minutes, 40 time, 15 minutes time. You can't say this to the school. Na? I was the child at 40, so I got 10 minutes late in the school. Or this is what happened, so I had to go out. but try having that 10-15 minutes ahead of line. Next slide, Poonam. It is afternoon usually goes in getting them ready for lunch and then putting them to sleep. It is the evening which becomes difficult. Sometimes it is the school work, sometimes it is the homework, sometimes it is therapy, sometimes it is going to the garden, sometimes it is some sports class. So it's kind of a big thing. It's a long queue to even look into after a long day from school, and still I have a lot of things planned for my child and I still have to make up time for that. And it so happens that after doing all this also, the child may still have so much energy. They're still moving around, they're still happy, they still want to do, they still want to still go around, they want to sleep late. So what would you do? What should we do? To plan or to reduce down, we must make a proper schedule to put them. A certain understanding should come that if I go to or try to plan my time by 9, by 10 my child will be asleep. You have to make a proper structure, put proper music for night. So she's given a number of explanations for that. Poonam has given you putting oil, putting rubbing oil, or say having a pillow, the teddy bear, a number of things that can be structured in the child's this to make him understand it's a bedtime, it is time to sleep. Feed them early, make sure something like once finish therapy by 6, let them have that 1 hour in the park, and they're not happy with that 1 hour, they need another half an hour. So at least have 15 to 20 minutes extra by 10-15 minutes, or half an hour if you can reach to your place. Then feed them for the food, and then kind of by 8:39 they've had their food. You start preparing from 10 onwards, giving them a light bath. So you have to prepare this a routine thing and see what works best for your child. So someone just suggested certain oils which are good for the children. If you put that oils, because of the smell, you really feel I want to sleep. It creates a certain calmness towards around your child. So there are a lot of things available for calming your children in the house. So maybe you can consult certain doctors for that and get that something done for your child. So a reliable, consistent bedtime routine will help your child in the right mindset to sleep for every day and every day and night. Next slide, Poonam. So the child is asleep, but still your work is not complete. You still have something to plan. So once you plan an early bedtime, still certain decisions can be made with the child. What do you want next for the tomorrow for the breakfast? See, today, tomorrow, these concepts are little difficult for the children. So if you have proper visual schedule, it does help them, properly. What you want to wear tomorrow, let's take out these clothes and keep. Okay, so they know they're going to take out these clothes. Okay, where's your school dress, where's your shirt, take it out and keep it. So you take out this proper things and keep it for them. So you make these changes, put their books on the backpack, take this properly pack their stuff, so that they understand that I have to pack my bag, I have to make this, I have to make space for all this. See, at a certain, once you tell the parents expect their children to open the particular page and start writing in a particular page, but they don't expect them to pack their own bag. The parents pack their bag. I don't understand how a child will open the right page for writing when the child doesn't even pack his bag. So once you help the child, once you help the child pack a bag,
please mute yourself. Yeah. Yes, Chandlata, you can go on. I've muted.
She's on mute.
Okay, so only then will you be able to specify or work on certain aspects. Only then will certain qualities or certain things that will come up in your child. If you start working the child on a particular level, helping them to put their tiffin on their own, helping them to put the bottle on their own will actually be resulting in opening a right page in the book and writing on the that at the teachers do help. But for getting things in order, you need to start working on those things in the order. Should be able to listen to the teacher. The child should first listen to you in the house and in the therapy situation. Then only the child will listen to the teacher in the school. So certain things I have also put in, for having a shower, having a protein. There are so many times they say that, the child wakes up in between the night. So make sure the child has eaten healthy. The child has had ample, he's eaten ample that should sustain him for 8 to 10 hours of sleep. So make sure he has protein-rich bedtime snack. He's relaxed. As relaxation exercises also Poonam mentioned. Again, you can ask your otist also, and then she can also give you. For some people, you children, they have this dark thing difficulty. So dimmer lights can be done. Proper music could be played. Certain music, some of the children it makes calms them. You can play that, but they must understand a certain music, a dimming of lights, a certain protocol goes by when mama starts putting me to sleep, or when I have to go to sleep. These things start happening, and it's time I have to put my motor down and I have to go to sleep. These structured routines shall help the child to follow and understand the lifestyle and make them perform better. Next slide. Poonam. So this is just a small sample thing I have made it about, when, showered, having their favorite PJs. Poonam has already spoken, light snacks, put up all the toys in from their basket in this, brush teeth, go to the bathroom, and then you start reading. One thing very nice Poonam said is, don't always keep reading as one of your goals. Keep singing as your goal. Keep something like a lullaby or something, you put forward to read different kinds of books, just not one book. And have, like I said, don't have just one book. Have a couple of books, 4, 5 books, and you must know by what time the child might go to sleep. And then if they say another story or they say another story, you should have 2 to 3 books in place to say that story, and then kind of diminish the light or anything. So have a proper schedule before you go back to sleep. Yeah. Next. Some of the things which parents have always spoken to me is that make certain rules for yourself. Okay, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, and then I need to. If you can have a short structure for yourself to written visually for the child also and for yourself also. Make a routine. Now it's time to say good night, good night, mama, good night. So again, it's not essential that you have to do it or the child has to be verbal. There are plenty of pictures available. A picture vocabulary is huge, and it can be given. It can be given to the parent. It can be given and spoken. Okay, these are the pictures that you use at night. These are the pictures that you use at the bedtime, at the morning time. So that can be said. Make sure everything is in place before you put your child to bed. Next slide, Poonam. Okay, so, a certain things, a certain times I have felt, in this lockdown and in this whole process, apart from this extensive day and night routine, I'm sure most of you know these routines. Only I'm asking you to put on a proper paper. I'm asking parents to come together, make a proper schedule, put a visual schedule, write the schedule, put it for the child. You are doing it. I just want you to put it out for the child. The child has to learn the schedule. The child has to manage his timing and work with it. If you do this now, the child will do it in the school. So do it with them right now. Now, one of the major things I always come across from the parents is that the child does not want to do the homework. The child hates his worksheet. He does not want to sit and write with me, ma'am. So I have figured this out specifically for the parents to understand 3 major concepts about our children. See, there are 3 things you must understand when you're working on the homework routine: when, where, and how. These are: when are you going to work, what timing you pick up to work with your child. Then again, where do you take up? I had given an how you're going to work also Rima ma'am has explained. Where the child is going to work, that also we had explained to you in detail. Now I ask you, pick up, say if you have a a study time or a proper time, make out a proper homework time. Okay, I'm going to work from 8 o'clock to 8:30 or 8:20. The two worksheets that I'm going to take up is going to take from 7:45 to 8:30. So depending on the schedule, you make sure that you finish these two worksheets in this two time. If you feel your child takes more time to finish a worksheet, please don't reduce that time. You're not making a schedule for yourself. You're not making a structure for yourself. You're making the structure for your child. Make sure you give them that time because it's not possible for them to work. Be consistent. Even if there is no worksheet, there is nothing to do, you can work with your child taking a stand. You can make similar worksheets. आज कुछ नहीं है करने के लिए तो आज हम लोग कुछ राइटिंग नहीं करेंगे, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता है. That how do you go to therapy every day? आज हम ओटी गए, कल हम स्पीच गए, फिर हम स्पेशल एजुकेशन गए. जैसे हम हर दिन थेरेपी करते हैं वैसे ही हमको हर दिन कंसिस्टेंटली वर्कशीट्स भी करना है, होमवर्क भी करना है. Be it only one worksheet, be it a sample worksheet, but try to be consistent every day. Schedule enough time to complete the assignment. As I just spoke to you, have ample time. तो आप भी फ्रस्ट्रेट नहीं हो रहे हो और आप भी ये नहीं हो रहे हो कि मुझे ये भी करना है, अरे मुझे वो भी करना है. I need to look into cooking also. So many times I have asked parents, so many times I have parents, please delegate these work. What work your child can do with you, your child can only do with you. But cooking somebody else can do. But what you need to work, what backup work you need to do is only you can do. So please work with them during that time and schedule time like this. Then even if you want, like some children, they will throw a big huge temper tantrum. तुमने तो 2 वर्कशीट बोला था और वर्कशीट दे दिया मुझे और काम दे दिया मुझे करने के लिए, मैं नहीं करूंगा, मुझे नहीं करना. Oh, I don't want to do this. अभी something you were doing, asking me to do circle, now you are asking me to do something else. Oh, first you wanted me to write A also, now you want me to write T also. So they please make them understand. Okay, visual schedule again. First we are writing A, then we are writing P, then there is cookie. Wow, very nice. So they know the outcome. They know that after finishing these two, Mama is going to give me if she's going to give me some kind of advances. Generally try having their favorite snack because writing again is a difficult task for them. Writing, doing these difficult and challenging tasks is them. So try having a very positive output towards it if you really want them to work better. Give them an advance notice कि हाँ आपको 2 पेज लिखना है, 2 पेज करना है. ओके, ये फिनिश करेंगे फिर वो. अगर होमवर्क ज्यादा मिलता है तो टेल द टीचर कि नहीं मैम मैं इतना ही कर पाती हूँ, और एल्स separate the timings. Some children would want to come back from home and they're still very energetic, they still want to, they're still ready to work and they have more time and they want to work. So you can get one of the simple worksheets done just after this they're coming back from school before they start on their lunch or something. So get one worksheet done. So you will have to kind of space out the structure in such a way that 2 or 3 worksheets can be done. Okay, but, as we all know that now since all this has started, back to school must means a lot of homework, again arguments and frustration. So to develop a proper structured program, a proper well-maintained work will give us more discipline and consistency in the program. Next slide, Poonam. As I suggested, where will you work? So I have constantly asked parents to make a proper seating arrangement. Make sure your child is sitting properly for these online classes. Please don't ask them to sit on the sofa and do it. It is no place to sit. There has to be a study table. There has to be a therapy table. The child has to sit and work in a particular place. For any upcoming child, for any growing child, they need a space to study. So make sure you've made that space. This should be devoid of the doorbell. This should be devoid of the, this space should not have so much clutter around itself. The TV, your mobile phone should also be off while you're working. Because if you are disturbed, if you are constantly, you are on some other end, the child will also not be totally with you. The child will also not pay complete attention with you. So make sure you are on the you stay away from any electronic gadget. And sometimes children don't want you to be around. This especially happens with older children. But if they see that you are there, if you're, as much as younger children look forward to our assistance, so it's okay, they are happy with that, so we can positively give them. But for some children, they may not want it. Okay, so as much as possible, try you are around, you make sure the work is done, you check on the routine. How step up certain rules, like say you keep a buzzer, you keep a timer, you keep such things aware कि हमको ये worksheet इतने time में खत्म करना है. If you want it, like say third, fourth standard children take a long time to write a particular passage, but that does not apply. So have a buzzer. Oh, we need to finish this page in this much time. So let's finish this in this much time. Eventually go up to a particular level wherein you start measuring up this in the time and start following a proper rules. If your child requires a certain time, give them that particular time. But keep a certain rule when you're working them. Okay, he needs these kind of pencils, he needs this kind of things. You make that thing available. Help him start. Now, in this case, now it so happened that, we are this is just a general thing that happens. The mother had to teach the child, these things are in the water, these things are in the land, and these vehicles are on the this. So how do we do this? How do we work? Like, it's very difficult to say, ye yahan pe chalta hai, this is like runs on the road, this works on this, and this is in the air. तो हम बता तो देते हैं, पर बच्चे को कितना समझ में आ रहा है, बच्चे को कितना पता चल रहा है, we don't know about that. Sometimes in the circle, okay, circle करना है, have you highlighted that circle part? Does the child know to do a circle? Then the child will start doing a circle. Before doing A, have you made the child round circle? चलो मुझे स्टार कौन सा है वो दिखा दो, मुझे सारे स्टार दे दो, मुझे ये दे दो. So before they start actually doing something, work on a little basic level, work on a little lower level to work better. Keep him going. See, as I suggested to you sometime back also, if there is nothing to do also, you need to take up this time to do. Okay, today we don't have anything to do on educational part. Let me do some OT thing. Let me do some speech therapy thing. But every therapist is asking you to work certain things. Let me utilize this 15 minutes for that. Let me utilize this 15 minutes for that. Okay, so today we have OT. So you place out everything of OT on the structure. So today to study, we have like water, we have like fan. So they're very happy. Okay, then I'll get my snack. So mama keeps changing the activity. It helps them follow their structure. It helps them follow their timetable very well. Give them breaks. Some of the children, if they're writing 2 pages, it's like मेरा हाथ बहुत दुख रहा है, मुझे और कुछ नहीं करना है, मेरा हाथ बहुत पेन कर रहा है. So give them breaks, and which should be timed breaks. So as Rima ma'am suggested, give them certain breaks. Okay, you have breaks, and that's why even for Zoom classes there is a break. So but utilize this break. Utilize this break. Give them a favorable task. Give them a snack. Give them something. Take the time to. If you feel कि खाने के बाद उसे कुछ नहीं करना है, so don't give them a snack. Give them a play thing to do. Give them something to study. So you might have to do, because if it is like a eating thing, then they're dancing. Or if you like say writing ho gaya, let me give him some brain break. Let me do some exercises with the child. Start doing those exercises with the child so that my child performs better the next time. Okay. See, when you understand the timetable and while working, you give these brain breaks. The child also understands that if I do this exercises, I learn better. I do work better. Once you follow the routine, the child will also understand this is my routine. This is the way I understand. This is what my work is. I have seen so many times once you're talking to a child, once you're saying things to your child, there are some children who don't speak to you. but they still know it's their OT time, that it's their speech time. Oh, it's this time. Wow, she knows, or they know that they're going to sit on the swing. They see that smile in the place. There are times like there's this whole thing. नानी के घर जाना है, ये करना है, वो करना है. There's a certain smile on their face. So think of all these things when you're working with your children. Also check their work, what they've done, give them positive phrases, give them regards, stick with whatever schedule that you have made. No, I've made अभी मेरा 2 करके हो गया, मैं और एक worksheet डाल सकती है. I still have time. Don't do that. Whatever you have planned, whatever reward that you have planned, make sure you give that reward. So only plan, only do things with the child that is which is possible. Next slide. Sometimes certain days for some parents are very difficult. For some parents, morning is very difficult. Sometimes for some children, after waking up in the afternoon, waking up for the evening schedule is very difficult. And sometimes for some parents, the night schedule is difficult. So every time any schedule, I would not say just the morning, but evening, but night time or before bedtime, whichever is difficult. So these could be your pointers to work on. There are only 2 slides left. So only these 2 are the pointers. These are the pointers that you need to do the right. Start the day off right. See, as I suggested, the morning should start right. So you wake up the child at proper time. Make sure once you've made a proper structure for the child now, so you know how much time my child requires, how much time my child is going to be here. For example, even if Myra's mom has to make a proper schedule, so she should know what I must do with the afternoon time. By when I have to give her the evening ka nashta, what I have to do in the evening, what I have to do, because if you can't just let the child go in the afternoon and in the evening and expect them to sleep by 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. They have to be given. The child needs exercises. A couple of exercises which I have asked parents to do, since you cannot go out, since parks are not open. See, it's a very natural thing. Now parks are not open, which exercise here? No. Try to do the certain exercises and everything at home. Otherwise, just take them on a terrace, get them to roam around, let them have 3 to 4 turns in the locality, let them go up and down of the stairs if they are bigger children. Both the parents could stay up and one of them helps them to come down up. Work with your child, do a certain workout with your child, make sure your child is doing. The child has to drink water, the child has to eat well. How do you think the child will eat and drink well if the child doesn't exercises and let go? Sitting, we as adults understand this. We know our timetable. We feel hungry. They don't, because their calories are not being burned. So make sure you follow a certain pattern of the day. Delegate the work. As I also say, a certain amount of work should be given to each member of the family. It could be 2-member family, it could be a 4-member family. Divide your work. The child has to spend some time with them, each member, to learn, to understand them. So delegate your morning work. Give some work to some person in the house. Give some work to and you will also have some me time, some your own time to plan your day, to work on your day. Prepare a night before. So what am I going to do tomorrow with my child? Am I going for therapy? Do I have to go for therapy? Okay, tomorrow I have to go to garden, or tomorrow I have to do this worksheet. Prepare a day in advance. It is tough, but give yourself 15 to 20 minutes to work on. And trust me, it really works. So prepare that 15 to 20 minutes. Give yourself early bedtime, early to rise, early to morning, early to rise, and the best work is that 15-20 minutes that you do. So early bed, plan your early bedtime. The child goes to sleep on proper time. The child will go to therapy. The child will go to school on time, and the child's schedule will be on time. Make sure that things aren't like. Give your child brain time to wait. This is especially for the children who are having medicines. So before the medicines kicking, give them the time for some time to calm down, so that they get their me time. They stay with you for some time before they actually start feeling the medicine. It could be epileptic, it could be for any kinds of reasons. So make sure that whatever medication and the timing of medication that doctor is given, the children get it rightly, and then they start their day. uh, as I suggested to you, also wake up kids smoothly. Some children like music, some children like dim lights, some children like open curtains, some children like a lot of light, or some may like less light. Make sure you understand the reason of their child. Sometimes you take your children, very many times I've taken to ask the parents that once you take up them to the bathroom, they don't want to pass urine, they don't want to do that. They would do that after some time, probably, but as soon as they wake up and you take them to the bathroom, so they start crying, मेरे को नहीं करना है, या I'm still feeling I want to sleep more, and suddenly you got me to this place. They don't like it. So probably have 5 minutes early, wherein you're still rubbing them, you're touching them, you're making them that it's time to wake up and go for another work. So don't rush the child. Make sure you are the lunchtime and everything has been placed. Otherwise, keep appointments a bit later so that the child can be seen. The child has a sound sleep and is then coming into. Serve the breakfast on. Some children don't like to eat along with other people, or they may not want to eat with other people. So please make sure that the noise and everything. Some children are sensitive with these lights, and as I suggested, so make sure you look into that also very well. I think magic of consistent. This is one of my last things. So what is exactly the key to this whole routine? What is the whole idea about the entire consistent routine? Why structure is the key? See, structured routine for some children, it for a child to plan his day, for a child to have a consistency, or for some children, certain executive functions are very difficult as they have inattention and hyperactivity. A certain structured routine daily being followed helps their child to focus on one task at a time. You may, for them, the life is just going on from one end to the other. Mother is taking me from one place to the other. For them to understand and follow this routine, they sometimes understand going to certain, like Chanda ma'am se milne jana hai, Prachi ma'am se milne jana hai, OT karne jana hai. They understand these key points. So make sure the structure helps them. They have actual difficulty in following. They are not doing it purposely. It does not happen with them. They really, मतलब जानबूझ के मस्ती मस्ती करके नहीं कर रहे. But they don't know. They still have a lot of energy. Try tackling that energy by making a proper routine. Adapt routines of your child. Now, your routine should be based on the needs of your child, the family values, and it should also reflect the child's personality. So make sure these 3 points are taken into account when you are making the routine of your child. Establish a home schedule. First, you make your home schedule. Everybody wakes up at this time. Everybody does this time, and this is what happens. You cannot make it cannot be that I will be sleeping a bit late, or I'll be working a bit late. So it cannot be that late also. Make sure that a proper home schedule is there, and then only you put the child's schedule also in place. One second. Reinforce school routines, make one, most of the times, when the child goes to school, the child understands where his class is, who's his teacher, where he needs to go, and still there are people or at checkpoints to push the child or to send the child. There is a certain calendar, there is a certain timetable for the child which is available by the teacher. So whatever the workup is, whatever the things are needed from the school, make sure that you already have those things for your place. So you have all, sometimes you will have to make them understand, आज हमको ये करना है. Sometimes they don't like to touch the sticky Fevicol. Sometimes they won't like to touch a certain material. They will start crying, they will start throwing. These things are there. To overcome that, to help them doing that, you reinforce certain behaviors at home. You help the child follow a very similar schedule at home. You explain the children, okay, teacher will ask you to take out this, teacher will ask you to do this. Help the child understand this. most of the times, we can't break down the day very well because the routine has to be simple for the child to understand. That's why I ask parents to play different visual schedule at different places, like the bed schedule at the bedside, the brushing or the bathroom schedule in the bathroom, the fish or the eating in the living room, the TV time, all that I ask parents to place it in the proper day so that there is a limited picture at one particular place. If you have everything in one living room, like a big sticker, the child will not know where the child had to start the schedule and where my schedule ends. So if you are making a proper schedule, it should not be more than 4 to 5 pictures. So break down the day well, well mannered, well understood, and you can put different pictures at different days. Then again, it does not mean you have to follow a schedule, I have to put therapy, I have to put school. So I should not follow any fun and exercise. I should not be flexible in the routine. I should be following up, the routine like a robot or something. Please give your child a breather. So you must also attend कि आज मैं ट्रैफिक में फंस गई तो मेरे से ये काम नहीं होने वाला है आज ये काम नहीं होने वाला गिव अप आई एम फ्लेक्सिबल लेट मी नॉट डू एनीथिंग टुडे I couldn't have time. I don't have time to do it. Okay, fine, let it go for a day or something like this. Fun exercises, having flexibility in the routine can really help you being a better parent. See, the whole picture of this is a better child, better parent, better child. Not following a very strict parent, a strict routine, a structured routine, and this. So have flexibility. Okay, if I've got stuck, what should I do? What should happen? So keep all these things in the mind. Pre-plan because there's always going to be a new glitch. There's always going to be a new problem coming forward to you. So what are you going to do with that? Make sure you know that. Routines at a glance. Make sure you put the routines for other party of the house also. Make sure the routine, the schedule is put forward for mother, for the father, the grandparents, everywhere. For the child to look at. So keep it to 2 to 3 places. एक ही जगह बना के एक ही जगह करके नहीं होने वाला है अलग अलग जगह पे कर लीजिए अलग अलग जगह पे बना लीजिए making a structure of the routine you understood review revise and tweak so as I suggested keep making changes first make a schedule for 15 days then make a schedule for 1 month then make a schedule for then so and so forth if you're adding on classes if you're reducing some classes then make a schedule depending on the timetable of the child depending on your timetable as your work keeps changing as your priorities keep changing and the number of hours of work for the child please keep changing please keep modifying the routine so that the child works better there is nothing consistent but there is some proper thing the basic structure needs to become the same it's not like every time I have to do trampoline only or every time I have to do swing only swing can come first and then there can be a ball also in the routine so it does not matter but as far as the basic routine the study time the lunch time and the sleep time remains the same the child is good to go I have made a very simple plan for the parents they can take a next this slide Poonam. Next slide, Poonam. I've made a very generalized routine for the parents that I had made for one of the this for the parents. We can also take the questions next time sometime because we've already taken a lot of time.
Chandra, the next slide.
Yeah. This can be there, Poonam, and let them start asking questions. If they want to take a screenshot, they can take a screenshot. This is a generalized schedule which I have made for the parents.
We have 2 parents waiting. Should I take them in?
Yeah, take them in.
So we are now open for questions. So if anybody wishes to ask, because nothing.
I think most of them are tired.
Exactly. So maybe we can leave it open for next time and they can jot it down and then share it with you. Or if there's
let's have these 2 questions, then we can just wind up for the day.
If there's anyone asking, then we can just.
Poonam, you have the access.
I'll unmute all. I've done that.
So whoever it is, you can unmute them. Ask them to unmute or unmute everybody. You can do that and then.
Done that. I've unmuted everyone. So you can just raise your hand and ask the question.
Any questions right now?
No, I think
Ma'am, hi, Myra's
Yes,
mother.
yeah.
Richa.
Ma'am, actually, Myra takes a lot of time in eating. She is not like, if she's hungry, then she'll finish the lunch, in 15 minutes. But when it comes to dinner, she takes around an hour and a half to complete her simple chapatis and rice and dal. So in that case, how to cope up with the kid? Because what happens due to this, the whole routine goes haywire.
So
Hello.
I would suggest you ki, okay, fine, if this is the case, make sure that currently she does not have any writing practice as such. So what you can do is,
Right.
even if you're taking her down, and let's keep 45 minutes for eating, so you take her down, you've taken her 5:30, around 5:30, you take her down for a walk or something. After she's walked around, she's had a couple exercises, come home and do some kind of a work with her.
Okay.
Dedicate some kind of a sitting work with her. You can do as you have work with OT, you have work with
Right.
speech also. You can do some
Hmm.
scribbling, you can do some coloring, you can do water work, you can do paint work, you can do some kind of a sitting activity. After having by like 6:30 or by having a 1 hour of, she's played down and well, and then she comes up. See, somehow I feel that the energy level for her is not going down. So
Hmm.
get her to work, get her to do things so that once she's home, she's working, she's doing some kind of a sitting work also. She's done 15-20 minutes, half an hour of work, and then you feed her, give her
Okay.
something. And probably before going to bed, if she wants a half a glass of milk or something, you can give her
Hmm.
that also, and then
Hmm.
she could go for bed. So first tire her. The child will only eat if the child is tired or the child is hungry, as you suggested. If the child,
Right,
and
ma'am.
keep some time between the evening snack. So before, after you've been, like, you give a very light evening snack. If the child wants to
Okay.
eat something before going for a walk or something, then you've given them something to eat. It's okay. That gets utilized. And after coming back, don't try to overfeed your children, because if they have had a good evening snack, they won't eat dinner very well. So make sure you
Hmm.
have ample gaps also, as ma'am said, and ample gaps between the, give them short meals, and
Yes,
as
ma'am.
as she suggested, there are higher sugar levels also. So once you feed them big meal at one go, then another big meal after 4 hours, don't do that. Short meals after 2.5 3 first milk, and then something like after working they have had a snack, then after some time they have a dinner proper, they will definitely eat. We could try
Thank you.
and see, we must also try
Yes.
and see what works,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
yeah. Next question. Anything else, Poonam?
No, I don't think there's anyone in the chat box also. So
So we'll wind up for the day. We are very big. It's been a long lecture. We wanted to reduce the timing, but we can keep the question for the next time for the everybody, and we can answer
it's
the
you next
questions
time.
next time also.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.